Hey, how you guys doing? Hi, X. Yeah, so I had a couple subscribers ask me if they knew of if I knew a glass elevator that worked on the console. So I'm obviously on the Xbox One edition, but this will work on the 360 as well. They're pretty much identical. So I have two versions. One is a resource-friendly version. One is a little bit more resource-dependent. This one will give you an item loss rate, and this one doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. So let's go ahead and check this chest real quick. See, there's nothing in it. We put in a stack of 64, and it will fill up the little chamber right here. And then once it's done, it's going to push the piston up, causing the items to lift up. So because we're doing a stack of 64, it'll take a little bit of time. I did experiment with using faster clocks, and it seemed to have I'll just say that it never got 64 up, so doing a slower clock seems to make it work better. So this one, if you put 10 stacks in, it's going to put all 10 stacks and then eject it, which means you're going to lose a couple stacks. So this one is cool if you just want to do a couple at a time. You know, if you want to do like a 2 stacks or something, it's fine. And then we should end up with a total of 64 in there. So this one works a little different. This one has its a built-in etho clock, and what it does is every time it cycles, it will automatically push it up. So if you're getting tons of items, say for instance if you wanted to load this with like 10 minecarts worth of stuff, and let me go ahead and go up here so you guys can see that the chest's empty. And then once it rotates the clock, we should see the items coming up to us. They'll come up and come in through here. It does require the 2 water channel. I tried it with a single and I would get some drop rate. It's very weird when it causes the items to do this. What ends up happening is that it makes them transparent, the blocks, so if it doesn't land in water, it will actually fall through your whole map. So we should get, you know, I think I put a total of 64. We should end up with 64 in this, and there's another stack. Here we go. So we should end up with 64, and of course the clock's just going to keep running. So you know, you'd probably want an on and off switch. So I'll show you both, because this one I did think would be, you know, like a startup version. Let's go ahead and make sure we didn't get any loss rate. Obviously you can make this as high as you want to, because it glitches. It glitches through the glass. So for the first one, this one, we're actually going to need a 6x4 platform, and then we're going to want to grab ourselves a sticky piston and just come right here and place that sticky piston there, and then grab some glass, come up like that, and then break the one in the center, place a block here, and then we're going to need a dropper. Make sure it's a dropper, not a dispenser. And then once we do that, we can go ahead and build this little chamber. So this is going to be all that we need for the actual elevator itself. We just need the redstone circuitry. So off of the back here, we want to come up 3 blocks like that, and then place one like this. And then we're going to need some comparators. Comparator here, redstone, and then we'll need a block with another comparator. This needs to be on subtraction mode, and then that's our clock. So any item that goes into it's going to automatically eject it. So as you can see, it's just clocking. It needs one more piece to it, and it's just a little bit of redstone. So this is the it updates the dropper. I actually seen like I said, I tried some faster clocks and it just really didn't work very well. And there we go. So you can see that it fills up the little void, and then once this pushes it, it'll push it up and cause it to go up through the glass, which is cool. So for the resource friendly version, this is almost done. So you just need a comparator off of the dropper with one piece of redstone powering that on a tick. So we'll go ahead and finish the tower, and then I'll show you how to put the clock on at the end. I'm just going to make it up just a little bit. I don't want to make, a really big one just for the video. So, like I said, it does require it going into a hopper. So, once we have this stuff, basically just grab a chest and a hopper. And then I like to have my platform towards the circuitry like that. So we can go ahead and place a chest there. And then crouch click like that. And then put some more glass. And then we can go ahead and build a little water channel. It's totally up to you. You can put whatever you want to as far as the design. This is just easy. Then just add in your bucket of water, and that will be all you need to get it to not fall through once it goes up to the top. So we'll do a little test on it. I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and send 16 up. So this is actually where we want to fill it. So we're going to have to do a crouch click and a chest. Obviously this would be where you'd fill it, so you can do a water channel, you can have a minecart come up and offload it, which probably going to be doing a tutorial on a device like that soon. So you can see that it ejects its 16 items, and then it will, as soon as it's done, it will lift up, pushing them up here, landing in the water, and then it'll land in here. So for the clock version, we don't actually need this because it's internalized, but our platform does need to be one bigger. So from here, we're going to need a repeater on 1 like that. I'm sorry, that's 2 ticks delay. Come across here, repeater, and some redstone. Go ahead and put that there, and then come all the way back. So you should end up with a spacing of 4 here. Then you'll need a comparator here and here. Then we're going to have to do some more crouch clicking. So crouch click. And we want to make these touch each other like that. So before putting any items or pistons in here, we'll need to sever that connection. We're going to need a sticky piston here and here like that, and then a block of redstone. Doesn't matter which side you put it on. So at this point, you're best off putting in 16 items. I timed it to where it'll put pretty much, about 32 items in. So now that it's got its power source, it should transfer and then do that. And then of course, you can put your on and off switch here. So there's another thing you can do for this. So you can see that I have this on the off position. Now you could lose some items, but I'm assuming that if you were offloading or sending stuff up your item elevator, you'd probably be here. So there's another option you can do. Instead of having the on and off switch, you can actually put a torch here, which will power this piston. So the only way it can get items, the only way that it'll send the items up or even start the clock is if it's actually, given items. There's one problem with it, and that if it rotates at the wrong time, it's just going to leave items in there. So you'll see here that it should stop before it ejects. And there you go. So you can see that it's going to stop the clock here. Yeah, if it stops at the wrong moment, you're going to end up with, maybe 32 items. It just depends. But this is another alternative. I myself just like the lever version because it does seem to work pretty decently. So I think I put in, what was it, 48? Go ahead and try that again. With the clock version, like I said, you won't get any loss rate as long as the clock's always running. If you do put the torch here, it will help it, but this one is way more reliable as far as that goes. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Of course, comment, like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of this. There's a whole bunch of ways you can do this. like I said, I'll probably do a minecart offloading system here pretty soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and have a good one. Later.